Just waiting for the notification to pop up because, you know, sometimes when you start talking before the notification pops up on ERO, it's like, nah, you didn't say that. It's taken a while. Is MEE6 just broken? I remember it was last time, but it was fine yesterday, wasn't it?
Me
Me
six.
6. You're 6? That explains a lot about you.
Explains why Houseman likes me so much.
Go, not when we're live. I don't think ME6 is working, I'm gonna be honest. Because I'm definitely streaming, and there's people watching. But I don't, it's not, there it is! Okay, so we're definitely
Wait,
live now.
I haven't got the... Oh, there we go.
There we go. You're just a bit slow, aren't you, bro?
Euro F3M.
And
God's sake, upside down GP.
Welcome everyone to the Australian Grand Prix. Round 2 here in the ROF3. So we're going to expect some crazy stuff. There always is early on in the season. I mean, to be fair, it's F3. It's crazy the whole way through, but it's more crazy at the start because people aren't used to racing each other. There's some new faces in here, obviously, and the newest face for the F3 grid, Le Bois Baguette in the Williams, who is standing in for Cool Beans today, who was playing some professional football or something.
Le Bois Baguette, who is also Portuguese, which is confusing.
Yeah, it's just like I was talking to Alex earlier, and he was like, "So the Portuguese driver in the British car with a French name, just call him Mr. Worldwide."
The Welshman with a Mexican flag.
Unknown origin.
Unknown origin.
There is an unknown error. Fry says rate helmets. Well, as you can see, I can see so many helmets on the screen right now to rate. So, yeah, I think.
What website are you on?
Please don't do this.
Oh dear. I love you, Atinho.
I hope that Coutinho's put the upside down. No, it'd be funny because if I name it Upside Down Grand Prix, if he puts the thumbnail the right way up. This guy, this dude is IAF. Oh,
No,
bread.
it's called being hungover.
Bread. Oh no. Hello to Storm. No, of the drivers in the lobby, Fry Pepper says. I mean, there's some kids in here. So
19.7. I think the poll time's going to be a little bit lower than that.
I'm thinking 19.4, 19.3.
Yeah. 3, 4, or 5, I think.
3, 4, or 5. I think. Well, I don't know. I think it would be a bad lap if it ends up being a 5. Like, the person who did it wouldn't be too happy with it. But then again, I guess we've got to take into account, like, weather conditions and
nerves and
stuff like that. So imagine being nervous for playing a video game. Couldn't be you.
I've just been asked by someone if I make my own setups. How do I, like... I'd like to be...
Yes,
like
but
to be
actually
like,
no.
Yeah! It's like, well, yeah, but also no.
Yeah, literally, it's that one meme from a couple of years back, isn't it? Because, yeah, you make them yourself, but no, you don't make them from scratch.
Yeah.
Like, you nick someone else's and then change it a bit. Live now, The Hangover ERO edition.
Cam, when did you become Mr. Worldwide then?
When did I become Mr. Worldwide? Well, you see, it all occurred very recently when my my fake rap career took off. And actually all I do is feature on pop songs that aren't that good. For me, you're Mr. Worldwide. It's just glitched.
You're always Mr. Worldwide for me.
No, on my screen I have the British flag, and you have the worldwide flag.
No, you have the worldwide.
This game is so... I honestly hate this game sometimes. It's so broken.
It's like to me, to you, to me, to you. What's the time? 1 minute, and there one driver missing.
Yeah, I think it's Alex. No, Alex is here, but they were having a go. They were like shouting at me, like, "Yo, is he supposed to be racing?" Who is missing? Let's have a look. We have JG.
This is
So
Mosey.
all of the reserves are here. So we're missing a full-time driver somewhere. That's what you love to see. Let's have a look. We have Baguette, we have JG, we have Miyake, we have Jonathan, we have Unknown, we have Alpha.
Well, Jonathan's a reserve, isn't he, or has he been given a seat?
He's a reserve. He's a reserve. He's taking over from Miyake. Not Miyake, sorry, Masiek. We have Yuppie, Cage, Kami, Mr. Pep.
Oh, nearly slipped up there.
Yeah, I was about to get shouted at by a million Czechoslovakian people. Joking, joking. I know that they're two different countries. Czech Republic and Slovakia. Wittinho has pinged me with a question mark. Yeah, what do you want? What? I don't know. Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready? Yeah. That should be the host job. Just say
Yeah.
ready.
Well,
Not
I mean,
the coordinator's job.
I thought we were waiting on more.
Okay, wait. What do you say? Okay, you jerk. Well, only 19 drivers?
Yeah, I thought we were waiting on one more.
I'm sure they can join in quali. Paul Salfera. Is he the guy missing?
No, he was in the lobby.
Easy. What's going on?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Well, it does, but just... Oh no, I've knocked over a can.
Sick. Yeah, like, we've put in like 5 reserves. How have we not got 20 drivers? What's going on?
Good evening, Max.
It is, it's Maxro. Hello.
Can you, you know, I said I'd slip you a fiver for that BDG setup.
Yeah, if you can come in the party and say it out loud on the stream for everyone. Live now, Champ is going to do an album like Villeneuve did.
Bread with the memes. You know it.
Well, I guess we're going with
that one
19
track?
drivers then. No
Probably
one at the moment.
Of the Williams drivers, I would expect, because at the other end of the pit lane. But...
I'm looking for which colour we only have one of.
Oh no, you said that's a...
We have 2 of those. We only have one Merc. Who are the Mercs?
Dry quali, dry race.
Oh, that's boring.
Who the
Yeah,
Mercs?
Yeah, we only have one Merc.
If JJ should have joined there, but...
We're missing Joanne's. Who's Joanne's? Someone could
Good
answer
evening,
that.
Bill Z.
Yeah, look, Moutinho's worked it out. If he's inactive, do you reckon we can grab a final reserve in here somewhere? Join in quali. And it is unknown
JJ
first
not
on
in the
track.
session now, so...
Oh, well, he can leave.
Unlucky to whoever didn't join the session when told, being inactive.
Joanne's.
Which is, in fact, the problem with this reserve. I mean, it's brilliant.
No, the reserve system's what we wanted now.
Oh, is it? It got
Yeah.
changed?
Yeah. Well,
Alright,
no,
okay.
I didn't give Coutinho the choice. I just did it.
That's right, it is unknown that's the first on track.
It is. It is a
Followed
Williams
by
car,
Miss-
but he's got Mr. Pep bearing down on him. Is he going to go for a race already? He is. He's going to
Mr.
do
Pep
it.
wants
The
to be the
first overtake of the session, and here we have Mr. Pep up into the lead. He's
Not
also
sure
number 1.
Mr. Pep is doing a good job of keeping his tyres cool.
I don't think he cares. He's
Right.
got 100-degree front left. Oh well. Remember, guys, cold tyres are better for the start of your lap
How
because
can
they
you
heat up
read
as you
that?
drive.
I can't read
Can you not read that?
No.
What?
Your huge TV is OP.
It is OP, but it's not OP when I have to sit for when I race. I have to sit further back than I am right now, so I can't see a mini-map or anything.
I wonder if Unknown's gonna be very happy with the fact that he's started his lap literally right behind someone else.
Well, he shouldn't have done that then, should
A
he?
lot of dirty air here. This may have been a mistake for the Williams driver.
It probably was.
There's gonna be a lot of dirty air. He's right on his shelf.
Just look, it's pretty
In fact,
tidy
he's backed
that.
out of the lap. The Renault needs to get out of the way.
Okay, well,
I think he backed out of his lap anyway. I saw the red light flashing. Maybe he
ooh,
hasn't.
huge mistake there from Mr. Pep. He's just completely missed the apex. It's
No,
been a
being
tidy lap.
completely held up
Could you
there.
stop fanboying over Williams?
I'm not. I was just watching the lap because the Renault driver didn't get out of the way. I know he's not going to be very happy with that. I'd be absolutely livid.
Well, I'm the steward, so I'll know. I'll know what happens about it. Well, you're backup steward, but you know, I'm the one that's got to type everything out and take hours to actually.
I think it was Alex.
Oh, Alex. Oh, what?
Wait, Yilmaz.
Yo, what?
It's.
Was he even on track as the first lap of the session?
It's at the chicane, isn't it?
That is the chicane. The exit of the chicane. Red Bull coming past now.
He's been
Matt.
in the
Yeah,
wall.
he's bit. Ooh, oh no. As Unknown with 120.0 to take provisional pole in the session.
I don't think he's going to be very happy. But to be fair, 20.0 considering the fact that he was literally behind Alex for half the lap. There's Oliver with a 20.2.
Yeah. So first lap in, maybe everyone's struggling a bit with their first.
And Alpham also with a
T3.
20.2, only 100 behind Oliver.
Yep. Let's have a look now. The next driver to cross the line, the two Ferraris. Edzak goes fourth, and Sal Ferrer goes fourth. So, two Ferraris, whilst their times aren't too close, they've actually ended up next to each other in the leaderboards. There's actually 4 tenths between the two Ferraris, 4 tenths and 1,000th. So, fairly huge gap to have between only 4th and 5th there, but you do still have some laps to go. Yuppie on starting
Alex
flying
has done
up.
the exact same thing
To who?
as Yolma. I think,
Oh,
if I
rip.
look on the map.
No, he did it in the pits by the looks of it.
Oh, did he? Oh, maybe it was just the car that was on the side.
Yeah, there's a car slowing down. Williams, it's Unknown slowing down in the last sector.
No, because the reason I said
Alex
it was
retired
because there
in the
was a
pits.
car there, but it disappeared, so it must have just been the McLaren that hadn't gone away yet.
Yeah, you can see Alex's car is in the pits, the yellow
Yeah,
dot
I can
there,
see
because
that,
his
I can see
Kamey's on his outlap. As the Williams of Le Bois Baguette is going to cross the line, it's going to be a 21-1. 7th place at the moment, 1.1 seconds off of P1 as it stands. Blocking
It's
laps.
an
isn't it?
interesting way to get out of the way of cars.
He's gone into the pits.
Yeah, I know. We're going into the third last corner instead of pulling to the inside just before the corner.
We have
He
Yuppie
decided
coming
to
to
go
complete
on
his
the
lap
right.
now. Yuppie opens his DRS down the main straight for the driver in the McLaren. It's P6, 1 second off. It's a wow. It's a 21-0. So a lot of drivers in the 21s, which is the region that we were seeing from F4 and 5 at this point in this session. After complimenting the speed in F3 last week.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It's
Maybe everyone just spent the entirety of Christmas practicing Japan.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
I did.
I know you did. I remember having a go at you, like, Jesus Christ, dude, chill. JG is on a lap, so is Rick. Rick with a purple middle sector, and the next one to complete a lap. Actually, JG is not too far behind Rick, so there's a potential here for dirty air to affect his lap. Both on flying laps, so of course it's not blocking. Oh, my controller nearly just fell off. That wouldn't have been good. Let's put that on charge. Why does my brother have a Bose charging cable?
will be giving 2 full-time reserve seats after this race for 2 best reserves. Is that right? Yes, I believe that's right.
Where's he written that?
In the comments.
Let me bring up the stream. Okay, cool. Yeah, is it because those 2 inactive guys? Yeah, so JG coming to complete his lap now. On the run down the straight, it's not looking like the fastest lap. It's a 21.4, and he's followed by Rick, who actually invalidated and pitted. Paul Jones Jr. coming to complete a lap, just coming through the penultimate and final corners now. This is not looking too great either. Oh, 20.7 actually, so sixth place. No, it looked a lot slower because he had a poor run through the final corner, but overall the lap was good by the looks of it. So P6 for Paul Jones Jr. at the moment, currently without a teammate. Well, I guess if we have 2 inactives and that guy who didn't show up, surely that makes 3 seats available.
I don't know.
Just something for Routinho to comment on, because this guy, he just didn't show up.
Has invalidated at the first corner.
That's quite easy to do, in fairness.
I was about to say he missed the apex of turn 1 and then just rode the
AstroTurf one.
This time, the Williams driver of unknown has in fact found himself a lot freer.
He has. Ooh,
I
not
say
sure about that one,
there are
no.
cars coming out of the pits.
Oh no, that could be bad. Hopefully they slow down on the pit exit.
That Racing Point waits.
And that's illegal blocking. That's illegal blocking. Well done to Rick Wilbur. You've earned yourself a penalty, my guy.
Really? That is 2 accounts of blocking that I've seen just from riding on with 1 driver.
Yeah, it's yeah.
If I was unknown, I'd probably call off and then go for another one. It depends how much fuel you've got, actually.
Just having a quick look at his fuel load. No, I'm taking the piss. I can't see that.
Just because I can see the tyres on the Racing Point, it's not the Williams.
Yeah, the Williams has got tiny little numbers because of that little screen it's got.
Yeah.
But on the ones with the screen on the steering wheel, it's a lot easier to see.
Oh my god! What
Jesus
was I
Christ!
thinking?
He just ran into the back of him in the pit entry. He's got, look at where the debris ended up. It's next to his pit box.
Why would you just go full speed ahead if there's a car stopped in front
I don't know.
of you?
Edzak will be the next one to cross the line on a flying lap now. The Ferrari driver in P5 looking to improve. He's cut the final. Well, he hasn't cut it, but he's got on the grass in the final corner. That's going to affect his run really badly. It's going to be a 20.4 to complete the lap. Still P5 behind his teammate. 0.2, well, a tenth and a bit off his teammate. So not really the lap he was hoping for, I don't think. Next will be Mr. Pep. It was Edzak. Oh, Pepper, P5. Get yourself up into P5, splitting the 2 Ferraris.
I wasn't sure who it was.
Yeah, splitting the 2 Ferraris there, so it's a good thing. Mark, Kimi and Hamilton, but on the entrance of the pit instead of the exit. Yeah. If anyone remembers, what was it, 2007 Canadian Grand Prix that happened, or was it? Pretty sure it was 2007. No, was it 2008? I'm pretty sure. No, it was 2008 because Kubica won the race. Fun fact there. So Mr. Pep here with a bit of a slide through the final sector there. He's very aggressive. And that's not invalidated. he was quite a way off the track there, but the game's allowed it very slow through the final corner. A bit of a snap on the curb there. He's going to cross the line. It's a 121.3, so it's a slower lap than he did already. Ivan coming to cross the line. Ivan backs out of his lap. Next will be Sal Ferrer to complete a lap.
No, he's just started a lap.
Started a lap, sorry. It will be Rick to complete his lap next. Very smooth run through the final bit there. Yeah, Yuppie as well as Alpha.
That seemed like a smooth... No! Oh! I was about to say it was a smooth run out of the final corner.
He's invalidated at the final corner. That was unlucky.
So let's see what that lap time would have been. See what his pace is like. 20.7. Where would a 20.7 put him?
20.7
it would put him 7th or 8th.
Yeah. Well, it would put him... I'd assume it was a low 0.7, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
So it'll put him 7th, I think.
See if Oliver can do the first corner better this time. Much better run through there, but he felt like he was a bit cautious on power.
I think probably to avoid invalidating, if I'm being honest. Because looking at the time, there's a big chance that this might be his final run of the session.
You can still get 2 more runs in if you starting with that now.
Yeah,
I remember I did that in this
you don't know what's going to happen within laps and stuff like that, so you definitely got to be careful. With purple first sector at the moment, Sal Ferro P2.
Not bad, that.
With the
we'll
point
have to ignore the middle sector being purple or not, but the first sector being purple does mean he was the fastest in that sector so far.
Yeah, I find that the middle sectors sometimes act like sometimes it doesn't show purple. So I don't know if it's accurate or not. So I can just never tell, to be honest.
He went purple in middle, but we'll see.
He did, yeah. Braking just... That was quite late braking, actually.
It was, but it was good.
It was good.
Very nice way to take the corner. He carries a lot of speed through there as well.
Because I usually look for the right-hand side where the orange split on the escape road is. And then I kind of throw it in to cut the grass a bit early.
I normally do what the rainbow road tells me.
Over to the right side to finish his lap, and it's provisional pole 19.6.
Let's see if Unknown can respond to that as he's currently
he's coming through the middle sector.
So, we touched the ball there.
I didn't on my screen.
We did it. Okay.
Sal Ferro well out of the way on the right hand side there. Very close to a cut, but poor exit there. A bit of an oversteer slide instead of a char-char slide. A slightly earlier braking there from Unknown, but he's also made it work. They don't like that curb, these guys, do they? I was expecting more of them to attack that curb. Do the final corner now. Running wide.
He was 2/10 up. Let's see if he's gained any time.
19. It's a 19.5. Puts him provisional pole by exactly a tenth.
That is close.
By exactly a tenth between the two drivers.
This is the fight we wanted last week.
This is what we wanted last week, but unfortunately rain got in the way of that one. Lebois Baguette starting a lap now. Kamey on a lap. And so is Miyake. So it's just right on board with the Renault for now. Looking pretty tidy through the chicane for him. Hopefully he can move his way up out of 16th place and maybe into the top 10. Just having a look through the final couple of corners here. It's looking clean. Not using as much curb as the other guys on exit there. Maybe this could work to his advantage, maybe not. And it's up into P7. Yeah, 20.6, so nice lap there from the Renault driver to move himself up into P7. Next to complete a lap was...
That was Unknown's last lap of the session.
Baguette. Okay, well this is
Oliver
probably...
might have one more
Oliver will have one more in. Lebois Baguette is a long way up on his time at the moment, so coming through the final couple of corners for him. Let's just see how it's looking.
That's
tidy
interesting
so
from
far.
Unknown though. I think he may have gone out and done his lap way too early.
Yeah. And Lebois Baguette up into P6 with a 20.4. So, looking strong
I tell you
for
what,
Williams
I think Oliver's thrown in the towel.
You think?
Well, there's only 2 minutes left.
People are coming out now, though.
They're going to have to do a speedy out lap.
Yeah. Oliver not one of...
Yeah,
no, Oliver's on
is
track.
out
Oliver's
on
on
track.
track.
Okay, right as I said he threw in the towel. It's a bit late coming out in my opinion, but...
He's going to be close, isn't he? But Edzak on a lap now. Let's see what he's able to do. He's slightly up, so maybe an improvement to... It's looking like maybe around P5 as it stands. But maybe if he finds a lot of time in the final sector, it'll be a bit more than that. He does have traffic coming up, though, of one of the Renaults. Hopefully they see early and get out of the way. It's Kamey. He is out of the way, so it doesn't affect the Ferrari's lap here. Just coming through final couple of corners. He's on the grass. That's going to affect his run through the final corner. Luckily, he doesn't lose any traction. He crossed the line. It's a 20.0 P3. So make this a second row lockout so far for the Ferrari drivers.
What Oliver needs to do is find a 10th in the first and middle sector and he'll take pole by 1/10.
Paul Jones Jr. has backed out of his lap right in front of Jonathan. Jonathan, that's what it is.
No, it's not. It might be, but
It's Jonathan. Trust me.
Oh,
I'll ask him on Discord. But and he's into the wall. Huge crash! Oh my god! He was airborne. Oh my, Jonathan.
I'm just gonna ride on board with Oliver's lap and see how he's doing.
So that's course yellows in the middle sector.
Yeah, a little bit of snap of oversteer coming out the first corner, but I did that on one of my time trial laps and didn't actually lose much time for some reason. So
yeah, it's actually really hard to lose much time on exit there, despite how it seems. Watinho with bruh, as well as Leibenau.
We'll see what he's done in the first sector.
It's up.
He's nearly 1/10 up. This will be
just
that
over
will be
half a
enough
tenth
pole,
up.
I think, if he keeps that up in this sector as well.
We'll have to see. Leibenau and Watinho with the bruh, and Vilzu with the poggers after that crash.
Did not take much curb in that corner at all.
No, as Juppe retires on track.
He's still only a 10th up.
It's very.
He's
invalidated! And he's in a wall! Oh!
That wall has claimed many lives today.
In fact, it's claimed 4. 3, I think, actually. But Juppe crashed coming out of a very strange place to crash, actually. It was turn 6 that Juppe crashed on the exit of. Sal Ferrer just coming to complete his lap now. He's not in any danger of going down, I don't think, but maybe he can out-qualify his teammate here for the lead driver on the second row of the grid. And he backs out. He's gone into the pits. He actually has damage on his right-hand side end plate.
It's Mr. Pep, the final guy to complete his lap in qualifying.
Imagine he just goes pole.
He's on an lap.
Oh, please just retire. Don't do this.
So
I hate this so
Unknown, for the
much.
first time in ERO, I believe, takes pole
pole.
position.
Season of first, isn't it, Brett, after last week? Damaged
Why
wing
are you
he
speaking
has.
like Yoda? Damaged wing?
I don't know. I read that as well.
Oh, I'll reach for my cable to charge my phone. Got it. We're good.
No cable he has.
cable.
So just waiting for Mr. Pep. Just waiting for Mr. Pep to get wheeled into the garage and end the session. And here we go. Haas slow as ever. Maybe they had a wheel nut problem. But it does mean that Unknown takes pole here in Australia from last week's winner. ALR Oliver will start alongside him on the grid. Second row is a Ferrari lockout with Edzak ahead of Sal Ferrer. And Alpham, the 5th place in the Alfa Romeo. So it's looking good for Ferrari-powered engines as Fry is in 6th as well. Williams' teammate of Unknown, 7th place. Baguette and Paul Jones Jr. in 8th. Kami and Ivan round out the top 10. And with a free choice of tyres in the race, we have Mats, Jonathan, Mr. Pep, Juppe, JGVI, Rick, Miyake, Yolmir, and Alex, who had no time.
Have you seen what we've been asked in the chat?
Yeah, Leibenau keeps asking. He keeps asking, is Loki doing it or us? He doesn't actually know. He's not actually asking us to do a double header, I think.
Okay. I was like, I suppose if needed. Maybe.
Maybe. Someone... Because Loki hasn't said anywhere that he's not doing it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's dark. It's cloudy. We've got some cold track.
See the drivers coming out in their hoodies?
Well, I mean, we've seen the number of crashes at turn 12, 13 already. With a cold track, it might just be a few more. This is going to be a chaos, isn't it?
I think my favourite thing is that you can just see that apparently Valtteri Bottas is in the paddock today.
Is he? Wow, we have a celebrity.
Yeah, it says Valtteri Bottas is Paul Jones Jr.'s teammate.
Yes, because he's not turned up, has he? So.
I am aware. He has tyres in his.
I mean, Bottas
Those tyres also just changed colour for me.
Did they? They haven't for me yet.
They
But
went from red to white.
I mean, maybe Paul Jones could use Bottas as a bit of a help today. You know, he could hold up whoever's battling Paul Jones so that he can make a pit stop. Maybe come a solid second to his teammate. That's Bottas in a nutshell, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
And then at the end, when he's only half a tenth behind his teammate, he'll go, "To whom it may concern," and everyone will laugh at him for being an idiot again. I still can't believe he did that in Russia. But anyway, we have a more important race to talk about than whatever real life F1 Russian Grand Prix ever occurred. So the top 11 all on softs here, with Jonathan in 12th on the hards. He's also been copied by Yolmir, who's in P18, so an early safety car will benefit these guys, I think, because everyone else will pit for hards and these guys will already be on hards. I don't know.
But they will also have to stop.
Yeah, but you know, they can stop at the end, so they have enough time to have the field spread out a bit. Yolmir will be better than P18 if there's an early safety car, is what I'm trying to say. Unless he crashes or something. Jonathan, not so much, but maybe he's unaware of the strategy here, because the strategy here is, of course, soft to medium, unless you have a safety car. I'd say before about lap 7. I think if you have a safety car before lap 7, it's hards. After lap 7, you can risk it on the mediums. Speaking of mediums, we have Mr. Pep, Yuppe, and Miyake all starting on mediums as well. That was pretty smooth, you know. We only have 2 corners left of this outlap, and this is not a Houseman outlap, as you can tell. Unknown has actually gunned it on this outlap, probably because the track's so cold. I don't blame him. Actually, it's caused a bit of an issue of Fry Pepper holding up some of the grid though, so he's gonna sit on this grid for quite a while to cool his tyres.
Look at the tyres of the two. 89.90. Oliver's done a good job with the tyres. Unknown? Who knows? Because it's unknown. Because I cannot read that.
Well, okay, Coutinho has asked Loki if he's commentating, so we have an answer soon whether we have to do double again. God, I hope not. It was so awkward to leave that stream on and go and eat. Anyway, we have lights appearing at some point soon, hopefully. Come on, I know Charlie Whiting's dead and everything, but 5 red lights, and we are underway for the Australian Grand Prix. Do you notice?
Had a very good start.
Yeah, very good start. And look at Edzak on the left there. He's going to try around the outside of Oliver, maybe. No, he's just about locked. No, he's on the grass. And Alpha's through. Alpha got through on both Ferraris. Yeah, that's what it says for me too. But yeah, look at Alpha through on both Ferraris at the start there. So a great start from the Alfa Romeo driver, and Jonathan has gone backwards, and there's a bit of a chaotic back half of the grid.
Paul Jones Jr. is sideways.
Still at turn 2.
At the moment, there, and so has a McLaren of the Olmec. Does he have a front? Yes. No, he's got wing damage.
Oh, and Yuppe just got wing damage on the back of Jonathan. So both McLarens with wing damage in this race, and now he's got Rick coming through. Rick's definitely going to go for it. Oh no, that was fine. That was good.
It was fine. Yeah, I know. A bit nervous going through there side by side though.
And we actually had we missed Fry Pepper with a huge cut on the corner, and that's going to allow him the biggest run on Edzak I've ever seen. He's going to go round the outside. No, he's going to look for a switchback, and he's done it. Although I'm not so sure about the legitimacy of that move, given the fact he had 20 extra mile an hour from cutting the corner.
That was so clean.
Oh, another Ferrari side by side for the final corner. There's damage. Damage for the Baguette. Baguette got damage.
Oh, that's
and Baguette's into the pits. Baguette has pitted for that damage. And Unknown with the 29.1 to open this race. Oh, what a chaotic first lap. We don't expect anything else here in Australia. Four cars in the pits.
Does Ivan have damage?
4 cars in the pits.
Ivan has damage as well, I think.
Oh, he must have run into the back of Baguette.
Oh,
yeah, he does.
Matt's and Mr. Pep.
Mr. Pep through on Mats, makes his way up into P8 with his mediums.
Mr. Pep was ahead anyway. Mats just went to try around the inside.
All I would say is Mr. Pep there in P8 on those mediums has had a huge advantage in this race at the moment, strategy-wise. And hopefully
Yep.
he can get past Ivan sometime soon, because Ivan has damage, and he can get after those
Ooh.
Ferraris.
He has also used half of his ERS.
Ah. This one.
And then has a moment on exit there, but...
Yeah, it's
Matt's
not
too
going
far
to
back.
affect him too badly, I don't think.
I wonder if Unknown's using any ERS. He is. I started looking at that gap.
We have
and I was
yellow
like,
flags,
ooh,
and
who
it's
is that?
four.
Is
It's
it
one
Alpha?
of the Miyake. It's
Miyake?
Miyake. Yeah, Miyake. With the, oh,
Does
Pep
anyone
with a
still
penalty.
have a win
It's lap
in
2
this?
and Pep has a penalty.
It's lap 2 and I think everyone's had an incident.
I think so.
Front 2 are really... Oh, Oliver nearly did a Jolie and Palmer.
Tim Hats in the chat goes, "It's so confusing hearing his name on stream, but they mean the other one." I can imagine, actually. Must be horrible. Just to hear Matt to be like, "What?"
Oliver is using all of his ERS. Well, not all
Well, yeah,
of it,
well,
but
look at the
using
gap
lots
he's got to stay in.
Yeah.
He's definitely slower than the Williams driver at this stage of the race. In fact, he's lucky not to be under pressure from Alpha.
Yeah, but Alpha is also a second behind him.
Yeah, we know Alpha had to clear those 2 Ferraris at the start.
Oh, yeah.
Although I say that, it's a purple middle sector. Paul Jones Jr. might get lapped here. Not even, like, in that long.
There's a shame for that, man. There's Alex and JGPI. Alex, oh, please don't send that.
Oh, on the outside he's on the grass. It's a small contact between them, but it's just about okay.
Alex was like on the inside and then was like, you know what, I'm gonna just randomly... You know, do you remember when, who was it? It was Stroll, when he had a clear inside line and just randomly decided to go around the outside of Norris and cause the incident for no reason.
Yeah.
Now JGVI on Ivan.
And all I'd like to say is good...
It's happened again! He's done the switch!
And now Ivan's gonna lose the position to
my
Alex. Oh no! Oh my! And Ivan's got it! Oh, Alex! I'm not sure that was necessary.
Rick's joining in.
I'm not sure how necessary that
I don't
was.
think that was necessary at all.
But I would like to give a shout out to Alex, having started last, being in P10 on lap 4. It's a pretty good start. That's a pretty good start by my standards.
Front 2 guys have, I think
Separated.
it's because Oliver.
Oh, around the outside! Ivan is passed around the outside by Rick. Up into P11 for the Racing Point driver.
I'm really not sure about this ERS management from Oliver here.
Oh no, Jesus. 40%.
Unknown's used less, but I think the reason he's using so much is just because Oliver's using so much and he wants to get him out of DRS.
He is out of DRS now.
Yeah.
So 30% ERS for Oliver, 50% for Unknown, and it is looking like the Williams has the upper hand in the first stint here. Although saying that, that is a huge amount to gain out of that corner.
It is, yeah.
So maybe just through most of the lap. And Sal Ferrer just about sticking to the back of Fryer here. So maybe we could see one of the Ferraris come back through. Also, interestingly, the Ferraris have switched positions
Oliver
since...
lost 2 tenths in the final corner.
And he's used a lot of ERS. 25% now. Back up to 30 in the braking zone. But he's losing ERS, and he's using it again, down to 20% on this second straight. Unknown still at 50%.
That's poor management, it has to be said.
Oh, and Rick is through on Alex. Into turn 1, what a move, what a send. But Alex is going to come back with a better run. Rick has DRS though, Alex does not. Alex is using ERS more than Rick. I think he's going to try around the outside to turn 3. It's very close here.
He's
and
on
Alex
the curb,
up onto the curb. He's still there. He's still there. Oh, and there's a touch, and he's kept it in a straight line. And now he's not happy.
Not here, please. God,
no, he stays behind. He stays behind. Very sensible. But as I can probably tell you that he's not too happy about the recent sequence of events. He's probably not in the best.
I'm having F2 flashbacks from last season.
Yeah, but
did he get any DRS?
He did.
No.
No, he's not. Okay, so he must have just had a mega exit.
Unknown must have made a mistake.
Unknown still with 30% more ERS than his rival, though. And Ivan with 3 seconds for multiple warnings, the second penalty. Both on 1 warning, interesting. That's probably a first lap warning, if we're being honest.
No, they were both on lap 3, I believe.
Oh, right. That's
But
unusual.
Oliver now has DRS.
He does, but he also doesn't have any ERS. And Unknown will soon be getting DRS off of that back marker once he catches
That's
it.
true.
Actually, Oliver's lost time despite having DRS the last couple of straights.
That's weird.
Maybe he's just not carrying the speed through turn 1 as
Baguette?
Baguette passes Miyake and Miyake passes Baguette.
Oh my
and
god,
Alex-
that's gotta be a safety car!
What?
That has to be a safety car, Miyake!
Safety car, safety car.
Yeah. I was about to say.
What?
there's
How has he
literally
ended
a
up
car
over
on the
there?
pit straight. I'd risk it on mediums, personally.
What, at this point? Yeah, maybe, yeah. It's very close, but it's probably worth the risk if you're feeling risky. I just want to say as well, Alex did get past Rick again for P10 just before that safety car happened.
I can't actually remember when you. It's normally like lap 7, 8, isn't it?
Lap 11.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe my advice to the drivers is completely useless.
Yeah, trust me. Wow, how has he ended up? I will probably end up seeing how he ended up over there being steward, but
What,
I want to.
Miyake?
Yeah.
He just lost it on the.
Oh, he did it by himself.
Yeah, I was watching it.
I was gonna say 'cause that's a long way to be away from that corner, considering, and there are cars in the pits now. What's it gonna be for Oliver, and what's it gonna be for Unknown? Probably safer to see Oliver first. His pit boxes first. What, hards for Oliver? No?
For Oliver, what's Unknown gone for? Hards.
Hards. Both drivers on hards. Okay.
Yeah, everyone will pit now, Houseman. Well, I would anyway.
Alpha on hards. Fryer on hards.
Maybe
Sal
I
on
was
hards.
just a bit too enthusiastic when it came to the
Yeah,
mediums.
everyone's on
Isaac?
hards. On mediums. And Rick on mediums. And so is... Well, Baguette was already on mediums. So he's going for hards.
And Rick. I would have... I don't know. Houseman, can you tell me... can you tell me when you'd normally pit on the softs or mediums for this?
I would say under this safety car, I'd probably risk mediums because there's a good chance with how far behind Paul Jones is that
So-
it will continue on to about lap
Especially
9.
if I was Oliver, actually.
Yeah. No, I think Oliver should have gone mediums.
Yeah, because
Because-
Oliver, with the pace disadvantage he had in that first stint, I'd
'Cause-
have gone for a faster time.
I think the chances are here that the safety car will come in around lap 9.
Apparently, according to JJ Dobb, Unknown nearly did a champ.
What does he mean?
Either overtaking the safety car or going into pit entry. Because that, going into the pit entries are you. It's definitely not a me.
No, it's 100% EU.
Definitely haven't done it twice.
I was going to say, you've literally done it... Like, how would you do that twice?
Once I had a damaged wing. And
Mate,
the
I had
other
no
time-
wing when I did mine, so...
And the other time, apparently the Abu Dhabi pit entry is way worse on this game than it was on last game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I didn't know that because I hadn't
Oh,
done it before.
he nearly over... You can overtake the safety car if you're in the pits. That's why I was so mad about my disqualification. That, like, I didn't just do it. You can overtake it into the pits. It's literally in the rules. But, oh well. Look, penalties occurring under the safety car. That's an interesting one. I don't know if I'm allowed to remove those. I think I would personally.
Around lap 10 to 12 with mediums would work. Yeah. I'd agree with Houseman. I would have gone for mediums personally. I think hards is the poor choice.
I agree. Because this safety car restart is likely going to happen next lap, right? Well, so we're going to start on lap 9, so it's only 2 extra laps for the tyres to do, theoretically. Because you don't get that much wear under the safety car, like 2% maybe. And if 2% ends up...
I don't think Unknown's going to care much because everyone behind him is on the same tyre. But someone like
I think
Oliver,
Edzak...
Jonathan,
I think
Fry,
Edzak could be a threat here.
all the guys behind Unknown that are on the hards.
Also, Jonathan pitted on lap 1 for his hards. So this safety car has helped him jump up onto the podium. But he will have...
That's true, I didn't even think about that.
So, he will have older tyres, but they'll go to the end anyway. And he's on the podium now. So, yeah, it saved quite a few drivers, this safety car, especially Paul Jones Jr.
I don't believe 26 is the record. It's 27 or 28, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. We have the same amount of viewership now that we did in the first round as well, I believe.
Yes.
It's 32? I don't believe it's 32.
Oh no, it is. It is. We got 32 on our last stream during the F2
well,
race.
We're on 28 now, so...
Yeah, safety car in this lap. Have got confirmation of that.
Could be beating the record on the Australian Grand Prix, which I wouldn't have thought. But...
Well, yeah, it's because Watinho was saying when we did our double header, that is the...
Unknown needs to remember to let the safety... If it's coming in this lap, he needs to let the safety car go in to the pits.
Yeah. He does need to back off a bit here.
At the moment, the pit entry is very close to where he currently is. And if he overtakes the safety car, bad things happen.
I would tell you that from experience.
He's so close to the safety car.
He is. And he's
fine now, but...
He might not go through the final corner is all I'd say. Oh, he has. That was not smart. Like, he's not going to be under too much trouble from Oliver, because Oliver also had a poor start, but that was not... Alpha passed... Oh, and Fryer as well! Oh, onto the grass with Fryer, but he's kept ahead. And Sal Farah with a huge moment into his teammate. And he's hit his teammate, he's dropping down the order, he's in 9th now, Edzak down to 7th.
He doesn't have any visual damage.
Oh, yeah, but he's caused himself and his teammate to lose positions there, so I'm not sure how happy with that Edzak will be. But he is on those medium tyres, so hopefully he can make it back quickly. Yolmir with 3 seconds for track limits. Look at Alpha! Alpha and Oliver! Around the...
Is he going to dive it?
No, he's staying behind this time.
Oliver's gone deep. Oliver's gone very deep.
Maybe a good run for Alpha. As Sal Farah's now lost out to Rick.
Oliver's using a lot of ERS.
Yeah, again, I would.
Oliver apparently his weak point appears to be ERS management. I think I
found that's so 3 seconds for Fryer for cutting that first bit of the chicane. Look at the run Alpha has out of the chicane here. He's going to go for it into turn 4. They touched. He's just about got there. He touched, but he just managed to back out of it.
Interesting news from the warning department.
From the warning department.
ALR Oliver is now on 2 warnings.
Oh, okay. Oh, huge moment for Oliver out of the final corner.
Alpha, is he going to go for it? Surely he's going to go for it.
He has to. He has to. Look, and the pit.
That would have been it.
And the pit window opens literally 1 lap later for mediums.
Everyone should have picked mediums.
Everyone should be on mediums right now.
I don't think Unknown's going to care because everyone else went for hards.
Yeah, but if he had done it and everyone else had gone on mediums, he'd be screwed. And Edzak is now getting past Jonathan. Jonathan dropping to 7th already after being on the podium. And we have a crash at the back. It's the Baguette. And he's not got any damage, I think. He just kept it out of the wall, though, but he spun at turn 2.
Does he not have any damage?
No, he doesn't, on my screen. And Oliver with a penalty!
He doesn't on mine either. Oliver, he's got his 3rd warning! Oh no, it's all falling apart!
Pushing way too hard there.
You finish it. I believe he's finished.
Yeah, he is finished.
Yeah.
And Mats is now passing Sal. Well, I don't know who he's passing. There's like 3 wide through that corner there, which it shouldn't be. It's a very tight corner, but they're all safe. Matt's in 10th, Rick in 9th, Sal in 11th. Alex with the penalty now. Alex who P8. So virtual safety car. Paul Jones Jr. at turn 12. We have our first turn 12 victim of the race.
No. 900. Oh my god! Forget even on the VSC was sliding out of
there. Yeah, and that's our 4th victim of that corner today. And it's a pit.
Now.
We have a pit. Jonathan in the pits, and he's followed by Sal Farah.
Who is gonna be daring and sit on the edge of this delta?
We'll find out when they get a drive.
I'm looking at the gaps. It's not unknown at the moment.
Nah, he usually sits back about a second, and then I try and keep it like 5/10, but
no, maybe if I was in the midfield, if I'm in the lead, that's staying at 1 second.
DRS enabled when we're gone. Oh, it's a poor restart. There's a bad restart for Unknown, but an even worse one for Oliver. Alpha, 2 tenths behind on that restart. And Alpha with a 3-second penalty. So top 5, well, excluding our leader here, has penalties for track limits. Edzak will also look to gain massively from this as he's on mediums without a penalty. Edzak's in such a good position. I don't think people realise.
Yeah, but he's also not, because it's Australia and overtaking someone around here.
It doesn't matter. He's staying 3 seconds of them.
That's true. Yeah, that is very true. As Fry is very close to the back of Alpha.
Yeah, just seen that. Alpha looked like he had whilst initially a good getaway, he made a mistake somewhere. I think that's a warning there.
I don't know. You can get away with that. I'll check. Don't think it was a warning, but it could have been. He also got a penalty that lap, so it's hard to tell. It's a penalty plus warning, but it quite often says that.
Oh, and now we have Edzak past Mr. Pep into turn 1. So
that's a warning from Edzak as well.
Oh, right. So it's now a bit of a sandwich here. We have Fry and Pep surrounding the Ferrari filling. I hate the analogy of a sandwich because the way people use it just seems wrong. Do you get me? Like they always.
Don't you diss anything with bread involved?
And JGVI retires in the
a safety car again.
Safety car. It was on the pit straight. No, it wasn't. It was coming out of. What? That's such an odd place to crash.
Oh, let me get on board.
What? That is the oddest place to crash ever.
How has he done that?
I don't know. Oh, Jonathan was so lucky he ghosted.
I was looking at that going, is he going to realise there's a car in front of him?
Oh no.
Let's hope this time Unknown remembers that, you know, the safety car does need to get into the pit lane.
Have you also noticed, right, that on where these guys are using the curb on turn 3, he started to kick the paint on the grass onto the track?
Have they actually?
Yeah. Next time they go through turn 3, look for it. Trust me. On like just after where the curb is, the white paint's coming onto the track. F1 with like good stuff? No. What? Yeah, 5 seconds for Matt colliding with Rick in JGVI.
I think he'll be fine. Matt's in the pits.
I think he got damage from it, which would mean that it's not a removed penalty because he's just brake checked Matt's clearly.
He's also just served his 5-second time penalty, Matt's.
Oh, okay, that's.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
What's going to be fun?
He's on softs.
I don't think that's going to be it.
I don't think it could be. If it's like, because safety car will come in, what lap? Oh, it's going to be close, but it will be doable.
He's going to be right on the edge there. Unknown looking like he wants to overtake the safety car. It's not a race car, Unknown. It is a Mercedes. Well, I guess you could kit it to be a race car.
Oh, Unknown literally being Lewis Hamilton here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just wants to overtake it.
To be fair, when you're in first under the safety car, I have that as well. You're just like, can this thing hurry up?
Yeah, innit? It's just like, why are you so slow? We'll probably get back underway next lap or this lap. I think it might be this lap, looking at how quickly they're catching it.
I think it'll be another lap.
You think?
I think so. I could be wrong. The process, its lights on out. Obviously, it can do
it. No, it does. Well, Canada, it did it like 2 meters before the pit lane.
It did that in somewhere else in ERO as well, I remember.
Yeah. Wasn't it Spa? It did it like coming through the bus stop. Yeah. It decided it was coming in. And as Bertino won't stop talking about it, make sure to hit like and all that good stuff. You know. Or dislike if you hate us, it still helps the algorithm. But we do have 12 likes, so... and yeah, it's going for another lap. And Massive just dives into the pit too. No dislikes. Houseman hasn't been here, clearly. Just like three drivers retired in 13 laps. What a blessing this is for F3. This is like normally the point of the race where you're thinking, Jesus Christ, anyone who finishes this race is scoring points. But I'm going to remind you that in 14 laps now, we have had 3 safety cars, so only 2 remaining possible in this race, and we're not even halfway. Well, we're coming up to halfway, and we've had over half of our allocated safety cars for the race.
We'll be halfway about this point next lap.
No, we'll be halfway about this point this lap, won't it?
No, because this is the 14th lap. So once you've done this, you've got...
Once you complete 14 laps... Yeah,
Sorry,
okay,
I've got my head in my hands.
Oh,
I
and
watched that
Alex...
happen.
Alex just hit Mr. Pett.
I'm not even joking. If there was a camera, that would have been perfect. The reason I stopped talking is because I just put my controller on my lap and put my head in my hands. Alex just went full speed into the back of him.
Oh, has he got damage?
Yes.
Alex, man, you started last in your P7, how are you going to do this?
That was entirely Alex's fault. He just randomly drove into him.
And Mats and Jonathan seem to think that they can race. Down the back here. Safety car in this lap. Cool stuff.
Let's watch from Oliver's perspective. Watch the restart. That's what I'm going to do anyway.
Do what you want.
I always like to watch from the second side.
We have 171 comments on the stream so far.
I don't know what I think of unknown safety car restarts.
They're not great, are they?
They're not the best. The safety car is still there, and he has made no attempt of slowing the pack up.
The more you slow down, the more doubt it puts in your rival's mind when you're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to go at a different point to where he did last time, otherwise he's going to get caught out by Oliver here. He has not listened to that at all, I don't think. No, Oliver's got him.
He hasn't got him.
Rick's got Alex before the line, because Alex obviously pits. Oh, it's looking close. Alpha to the inside of Oliver.
No,
Alpha's got him. Oh, he's round. Unknown. What happened there?
Wait, Alpha's going to Fry! Fry's going to
Fry's in the lead!
to win this race! Alpha and Fry are they were going side by side for the lead of this race.
And Oliver finds himself down in third all of a sudden. Jonathan, long way down, and that's huge! Alpha in the wall. What? Why? Why? Why did he end up in a wall? I'm so confused.
And Edzak is going around the outside of Alpha now, because obviously he has damage.
Edzak can win this, I'm telling you. And Mr. Pep pushed Rick onto the grass there. And there's a really bad exit from Kamey. What is going on there? 3 wide into turn 12. Yuppie's going to go around the outside nose. Yuppie backed out. Smart lad.
He's got a very good run.
He has. But so look ahead. Look ahead though. Alpha and a Rick.
Alpha has damage, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, but Yuppie backs out, and now Ivan around the outside of Yuppie.
What is going on? All of these
the 2 McLarens side by side through the 5th gear corner.
How many cars is this? Oh no! Forget.
Oh, there's a touch from behind.
How many? And there's a Ferrari that is trying to go for a move on Jonathan.
And Kamey Alpha pits, obviously, and he speeds into the pits.
What's going on?
Oh no! And now we have Renault Alex just off at turn 12. He's that's in the gravel. What?
Anyone going for a move there?
He's got damage. Alex has damage again. This looks like he might intentionally retire. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he's done it on track, but he's done it in the gravel, so hopefully... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine by my books, to be honest, if you do it like that. He probably should have gone a bit further out of the way, but he did it in a safe place. He's not affecting anyone, so that's fine. Look at this top 3.
Edzak, man.
Yeah, Edzak on those mediums. What even happened on that safety car restart?
Damage? No. I only said that because he took that chicane and like broke for both of them.
Interesting, yeah.
Rick and Mr. Pet has gone around the outside of it.
Oh, interesting. And Jonathan is passed by Sal Ferrer. Yeah, definitely started to calm down, but there is still potential for some chaos with the amount of cars just Just so close. It's just nose to tail. There's like 6 of them, and DRS is now enabled as Matt's pits again. That's his 3rd stop of the race.
JJ Dog's not very good at jinxing things and knowing when to keep his mouth shut, is he?
No, but we know
Remember
this.
with the rain?
Oh, and Edzak's outside of
Yeah,
DRS and
no.
Oliver.
Do you remember with the rain last week?
Yeah.
He then goes, before the safety car restart, I believe this was, he goes Josh for the win.
Oh man. Yeah, I saw that. I just didn't want to say it.
I really need to stop saying stuff, man.
Yeah.
This race is crazy.
This race is insane.
And
I
Max is
don't.
in the pits. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
did you? I literally.
I don't know. And Baguette on your plane. Oh, what a dive! If he makes no
Oh, but he's gone way too deep. He's come back on his contact, and there's damage for Yuppe and Baguette
That
is
is
round.
entirely Baguette's fault.
Yeah. I guess I've got to wait till Friday to complete the stewarding again.
Oh, Nippe has damage.
Yeah. Ah. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, you did all. How would you feel awful for that? Why weren't you helping Unknown with those restarts, man?
Yeah, you can literally hear us, and
I was about to say, you can... and we were saying that you... And if, I don't know, I almost feel like if you did a restart there, then that wouldn't have happened.
Coutinho, I mean the number of reports, infinite, as Unknown
now
moves into
makes a single
P10.
move.
Yeah, DRS pass.
But
He's going to get
Johnson might have
DRS.
the exit on him.
No, he's going to have DRS Unknown again, so...
I thought he went, because of the line you took, I might Johnson
5
might have
seconds, Baguette speeding in the pits, he
Baguette
retires
has
in the
given up
pits.
on life.
I would if I had done that.
Same.
Alpha with the fastest lap of the race. Unfortunately for him, he's P12.
About 900 seconds behind the next car.
Yeah. 14 drivers remaining, 5 retirements at this point, and Fryer still holding off Oliver. And Edzak has come back into the fight, so after initially falling off, he's back into the fight. And looks like he's a poor run through that couple of corners there. Edzak's with penalty from Oliver.
That's actually ruined his... He would have won this race if he hadn't done that.
Yeah, well, he's got 3 seconds now, hasn't he? And he might still get a pass or two. We never. Yeah, I've seen Yuppe last place, unfortunately for him, after that incident with the Williams.
He's probably going to get another easy move down here.
Speaking of, well, okay, maybe not. It looked like Oliver was going to get a move because the Delta just jumped down all of a sudden, but no, it went back up.
God's sake, can these guys please stop jinxing stuff? Vilsey goes Edzak for first win in 5 seasons, and then in the
and
same
Oliver
minute
passes
goes...
Fryer, and Edzak's into the lead!
Wait, what happened?
Oliver and Fryer collided at turn 3.
Vilsey, you're still on vehicle!
Vilsey, what the hell? He's magic or something! And Rick's gonna look for P3. It's gonna be a double podium for Racing Point. What? I'm so confused. What just happened? We were just looking at like the easiest DRS pass in the world, and then all of a sudden,
I didn't even know they were close.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh my! Looks like Rick's
for an
lost his
almighty
chance.
dive bomb, or what happened?
I don't know. They were both on the grass and in the gravel, and Yuppe retires. Yuppe retires, and his... I think he just crashed. Virtual safety car, that's number 4 of the race.
Yeah, Rick's into the pits.
Yeah, I think he got damage.
He was still in P4 though.
I know, but...
He
we know,
didn't
it's
get
F3,
damage.
and he's been followed in from Mjolnir.
He's just pit.
Why? That's so
The
odd.
softs.
That's so odd. He's now outside, well, he's 10th, sorry. Drive through for Unknown speeding under VSC. Oh, this has not been the race for Williams, has it?
I think he's thinking about retiring as well. Look at the way he's driving.
Yeah. I would imagine so. Mr. Pep, 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Oh, he's done it on purpose, and that, my son, is a penalty unknown. You are penalised. Take it from the steward. That's illegal, and that is actually. I'll have to think, because I think last season that was possibly quali ban worthy, to do that.
I don't think it's quali ban because Maxwell didn't get a quali ban.
Well, yeah, but we know Maxwell and Yaro.
I don't think you can get. Or maybe you can, but like.
I
It's a bit unfair to not give someone a quali ban and then give someone a quali ban.
I personally wouldn't give a quali ban for it, but I know there were chances that it would happen. Alpha 3 seconds. Edzak is running away with this. Look at the gap he's got to Oliver. Touch wood, actually. 12 runners left in this race. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 retirements. Yeah, Salfero looking.
Yeah, it's no ERS.
I still thought about it, which was a bit worrying for a second. Really, you would have thought he'd have at least done something with tyre advantage. He's 4 laps younger tyres and a compound softer. Very odd. Like, just what have Haas done to get P3 and 4 in this race? What?
Was it Mr. Pep that said he didn't want to be really far behind after last week, and now he's found himself in
it was
P4?
Mr. Pep. Let's have a clap for Mr. Pep. Yeah, because he was literally discussing it. It was like, yeah, I don't want to be really far behind. And Sal Ferrer's definitely got to move on here. He's looking to the outside. Oh, I'm not sure he's going to be enough alongside to make it work. He's trying around the outside, but he's on the curb. It's going to lose him a bit of exit traction, and he's not got the position here. Ivan defended very well to the inside.
He did defend well, yeah.
That was very good car positioning there from the Alpha Tauri driver, who has a lot more ERS than his opponent. A lot more ERS than his opponent. As is Ferrari already derating on the straight. He's gonna go for it.
Oh, it's gonna be
he's on the. Yep. Oh, he's not round. He's just about caught it, but I would say that was Sal Ferrer's fault. He cut the corner and.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
He just chose the wrong line into the corner as well.
Yeah. But fortunately, nothing too serious came of it this time round. This is really the only 2 cars that are close on track. Saying that, Oliver is catching Edzak. Slightly.
True, maybe Edzak's tyres are dying off.
We need someone to ask. We need to ask someone to make a giveaway that if you finish this race, you get free Doritos. I would just, no matter what happened to me, I'll just carry on racing for the Doritos.
Also, Mr. Pep. Not
Pep.
only is he in that position, but he's also got about double the ERS of anyone else on the track.
I would say though, Kami doesn't have any penalties.
True.
So that's unless Mr. Pep can pull another 1.5 seconds with the remaining 7 laps in this race.
I'm sure he'd be happy with a
P5, yeah, definitely. But
yeah.
Sal Ferrer now looking for another run on Ivan back into turn 1. Ivan going slightly defensive this time to break the slipstream. Let's have a look at how this goes.
Oh, I was worried.
Yeah. He's got a second set of DRS down his straight though. It's not going to be enough though. He's just too far back. Wait, what? Vilzu, we can't say that. Only 12 drivers remaining in this race, and Oliver's back into DRS on Edzak. I think those tyres are surprisingly going off. They shouldn't be, but they seem to be. Sal Ferrer once again derating. What we love to see. Now that looks like a cut, if I'm being honest. I think he might have picked up a warning there, Sal Ferrer, so he's got to be careful. Rick with 3 seconds. How many warnings does
Rick's
Keshmi
also,
have?
oh, Rick's going down the inside of Jonathan, and he touching the braking. Jonathan goes wide.
Oh,
Rick's,
he's gone for it. He's through.
It's just the grip on those new tyres.
Yeah, just insane. I would say again, Salfero with a much better chance this time, much better run out the final corner, but once again, no ERS to attack with. He's alongside, going for the outside. He's looking like he's got it. Oh, he's gone slowly. It's just going to be close into the next braking zone. He's on the grass a bit. I don't know why he did that. Because it's cost him the position. No, he's cost him. Great defending here from Ivan.
Oliver was only half a second off the lead.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. These tyres don't seem to be working too well for Edzak. Which does surprise me a little bit, considering we've had 2 safety cars and 2 VSCs since. They should be, like, barely worn. I don't know. Although Edzak does seem to have an advantage in the middle sector. If you look at the delta.
Just with a lock-up going into that.
That's going to cost him a bit. Oh, and Salfero now with a much better exit onto the, well, 3rd DRS straight on the track, but it's still not enough.
Whatever that's called.
Yeah, it's so annoying when they don't have names, you know.
I think it does. It just
no, because it's just
anyone knows
it's just a bit of road in Australia, isn't it? It's just a bit of Melbourne street road, isn't it?
Every corner on this track does actually have a name. I just don't know them.
Really? Jesus. I'm gonna Google it.
Salfero's gonna have a
again. He's running to the back of Ivan again. Ivan positioning his car great, and Salfero just not able to find a way past with his lack of ERS. Someone just commented maybe they know the name of it. It's named Villeneuve apparently, according to Live Now.
It might be actually, yeah. I do remember hearing that at some point.
Apparently the PC race has even more DNFs than we do.
What? How?
I don't know.
You know what? Mr. Pepper's actually gotten that gap.
He has! Oh my god!
Oliver's Oliver's going for it.
Yeah, he's going round the outside. Bit of contact there, and he's
made it. That was a very good move.
It was a bit of contact, and Edzak had a poor exit because of it. He got a bit sideways because Oliver turned across him a bit.
See what the DRS can do with that for Edzak.
Yeah, 4 laps remaining in this race, and Oliver takes the lead of the race.
Oliver's they're both
they both have no ERS. What even is ERS?
Who knows? What's an ERS?
What's an energy recovery? Yeah, I think that's going to be it, really, isn't it? Look at the gap; it's just going up and up and up. He's already at 9/10 behind. There he is. It's the second. Edzak's just unable to keep with him, and Fry Pepper maybe having a look for second place now. Obviously not quite yet, but with 4 laps remaining, you'd imagine he'd get there. Mate, Keshmi is on 24 lap old hards. What? No, we're not showing the penalties. It's more exciting if we don't. You can check them. Don't say them. I heard you click your button there. Oh, and Salfero's through on Ivan finally, and Alpham's through on John.
I just laugh. I'm going to say this because it doesn't ruin anything. It kind of does, and it's really sad. Oh no. I don't know if any of these are removable, but remember how we were acting like Mr. Pep had 3 seconds?
Oh no.
He has 19.
Oh no. Oh well. Salfero derating though, so maybe Ivan can get back at him if he stays in that DRS. Although I think Salfero's going to have DRS from Keshmi. Keshmi looking very slow at this point. He's losing out a lot of time there, so may find himself dropping to P7 before long.
Show them.
No.
If one of you bribes me, then I will say what they are.
No, don't. Oh, and Fry's through an Edzax. Fry around the outside through the left-right chicane of turns. I guess that's 9 and 10. I would imagine.
Yeah, it is 9 and 10.
Edzax is struggling.
Edzax have damage, man. Like, look how much he's lifting up for that every time. I think I said it a few laps ago, didn't I?
There's none visual, but it does seem that way a bit, doesn't it?
There's no other reason it'd be, like, going so slow through it. Even with warm tyres, I wouldn't have thought.
Maybe. Oh, and Sal Ferrer now looking for the move on Keshmi, not able to make it this time around. But what this is doing is it's backing him up into Ivan and Rick. This could be a 4-car fight for P5 come the end of the race. Well, I guess P4 with Pep's penalties, but... let's see who's coming to.
He's going for it. And he's got it done,
He's got it, yeah, it's looking easy actually. Keshmi's struggling on those tyres, man. 26 laps on those hards is not good for him. Like, not even slightly.
Rick might be having a look at Ivan in there.
It would have been fine
if... no, hang on. I say that, there are just 4 quad cars in a train.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise.
I'd say it like a little second ago, but...
Yeah, well, I ignored it.
And Ivan definitely looking for a move soon on Keshmi. Oh, Rick looking even further to the inside than Ivan was.
Surely Rick's got to have a look with those
literally
softs. About a third of the length on those softs.
Well, to be fair, Rick's softs are actually technically coming towards the end of their life as Keshmi gets a penalty.
So Ivan's hard's supposed to be at the end of their life too.
I think all of them have dead tyres. I think literally all 3 of them have dead tyres.
Yo, man, going for a move on Jonathan.
And that's for P10, that's for the final point in the race, and Yolmir gets it done down the inside. However, does have DRS coming up in 2 corners.
Just hit the wall. He did. He's got damage.
Oh no! With the final lap of the race, though.
Why did that? Oh no!
Oh, and he's gone deep. So Keshmi's gone very deep, and now Ivan's gone round his outside. Oh, he's through, and look, Rick's coming through too. He's through. Oh, he's pushed him out. Oh, wouldn't call that raceable. And now Rick's gonna have a look at Ivan.
Down the inside there is risky. He's round.
Yeah, he's round, and that is his own fault, I think.
Yeah.
Rick. Too greedy at the end there. And it's moved Yolmir up into P9 after all that, and now John might get into P10.
Don't worry, I did say Kami. It was Champ that got it wrong.
Oh, and that's a bit of moving in the braking zone from Rick to push Jonna onto the grass a bit.
You've just given up trying to work out if it's Jonathan or Jonathan.
It's just John.
He will probably tell us in the chat afterwards.
And Oliver wins the race. And Fry comes second. But to be honest,
on the podium.
I'm not looking at that at the moment.
Mr. Pep.
Mr. Pep with 5 seconds.
Another penalty.
No, that's for unserved. That's for unserved. But he is more than 5 seconds ahead of the next car. Well,
yeah, but he did have like 900 seconds. He finished ahead of Alpha though.
He did. Oh, because Alpha also had 5 seconds. And John comes 9th, Alpha 10th, and Rick 11th after penalties. Imagine Mats crosses the line and he's in the points. No. Okay, I don't really even know what to say about that race, if I'm being honest. It was exciting and then it died. And Oliver winning for the 2nd race in a row. What even happened on that second safety car restart? There was... everything happened, I think. I don't know. Crazy stuff. And Moutinho says this is top 10 races of all time.
Uh,
Nah.
it was a good race, but
Yeah, and Oliver with the win, Fry coming home in second, Edzak third, exactly where he started, Sal fourth, exactly where he started, so Ferrari third and fourth, finished third and fourth.
I'm
Ivan
hearing that
P5 from
unknown's
P10.
drive-through he got even though it was positive on Delta.
Okay, what?
And I know that is probably true because the game does do
Yeah.
that sometimes.
Kami in 6th, Yolmir 7th, Pep 8th, Jonathan 9th, Alfam 10th, Rick and Matt's the only non-scorers to finish. Unknown, Yuppe, Baguette, Alex, JGVI, Paul Jones Jr. and Miyake did not finish. And I scroll through the warnings in case anyone wants some removed. It's gonna take a while. And there we go. Look at those penalties. Pep actually had 2 unserved 5 seconds. So he might be able to get them removed if they're safety car ones. Which I'll imagine they were, right? I don't remember him speeding into the pits. So maybe if he gets 10 seconds removed, he can finish a bit higher.
No. So I'm just looking at the F3 chat. Yuppe is a happy boy.
I can imagine. Oh, an incident between Oliver and Fryer.
That was the overtake. Well, not the overtake. Well, when it kind of went all wrong.
Right. Okay. Be interesting to see that. Yeah, it's already a report in there from Alex on JGVI. Sick. Good stuff. And Loki is commentating F2, so we don't have to do 2 this week. So in that case, let's see if we can get everyone in the party for an interview. So who was it? It was Fryer, Edzak and Oliver. Fryer. Edzak. All invited to the party. Cool. Here's Oliver.
Alright. Our race winner.
Hello.
Hello.
What actually happened that race?
I don't know.
Quite a lot of things, actually.
That's right.
Here's Fryer.
Yeah, okay, do I do my interview now or later?
You will do your last because you won. We'll start with third,
Yeah,
then go second and
yeah,
first.
okay, yeah. I will mute myself then.
Okay. Just waiting to see if Edzak joins. We'll give him a couple of minutes. Oh, F2 had a last minute someone not able to drive because their wheel broke. Just gonna ping out Edzak. He literally just typed, and now he's not responding.
We love that.
It's great stuff. Yeah, because he literally told Vilsey that his tyres went off, and now he's like, just completely, literally a minute later he's ignoring. Okay, well I think we've waited long enough now, so we'll get start the interview with P2 then, which was Fryer, if he can hear us.
Good afternoon.
So, qualified in P6, wasn't it? How do you think your race went, just briefly? Yeah?
Not a bad result.
No, definitely not.
That's all.
Yeah, so when the first safety car came out, a lot of people decided to pit for hards, whereas Edzak pitted for mediums. Do you think that maybe it was a mistake to pit for hards, or do you think mediums would have been dying too quickly? Well, you see, the actual window for mediums opened lap 10, so do you not think that you could have took him an extra lap?
Cham, Unknown's just sent me a message saying that we can't hear Fry.
Oh, okay. Fryer, can you make sure that your voice is being shared in the party to things?
Share the broadcast. Also, Oliver, can you make sure that's okay with you as well?
Okay, normally now it's on.
Yeah, I have had it on for a long.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Okay, cool. So we'll try again. So just quickly, Fryer, your reason on why you stopped for the hards there.
Yeah, I stopped for the hards because Unknown and Oliver did it too, and the mediums were too. They were good, but at the end, as you have seen from Adzak, he was too slow, so we could, yeah, we probably lost a lot of places.
Yeah, okay. towards the end of that race, you found yourself up on the podium. Would you really have expected to end up there, or was it quite a surprise?
I was expected. I was up there. I really thought I was going to be P5 or P4 because they were too fast. But then Unknown spun and Oliver made a mistake too, and then suddenly I was P1
Yeah.
for
Do
a
you think?
bit.
Yeah. Do you think it would have been possible to hold P1, or is P2 the best you could have hoped for?
I could do P1, but me and Oliver made a mistake, but it was not on stream because you guys were like, "Oh, what
Yeah,
happened
what
to
happened
Oliver?"
there?
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
and
even I
Oliver.
didn't even realise you guys were close. I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. It was. I think it was just a racing incident. So, but I'm gonna report it to let you see what it was.
All right, cool.
Okay. Yeah. Any questions from you, Brad?
Not really. I think that's all answered. I think some people had more interesting races than others. I saw Fry saying that it was a boring race for you in the chat. Whereas
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was not a boring race for Oliver.
Yeah. So to Oliver. So this week, not pole. It was P2 instead. But did
Yeah,
you think that there was maybe a bit more in your quali lap, or was
yeah, definitely. I was
Yeah, he
one
was
tenth
up when he spun, yeah.
and then
yeah?
I spun, or I first invalidated, then I spun because I tried just too
Yeah.
hard.
That's unfortunate, but it must have been frustrating for you, especially throughout the first half of the race, just to be sat in that Williams's DRS and not really able to find a way through. What were you
Yeah.
thinking? Were you thinking of maybe doing something strategy-wise to get past him, or did you not really know what to do?
No, I was actually hoping we were gonna do the same strategy and I was gonna be faster at the end of the race. Because I was just getting used to how to drive the track in the race, because I had only done TT for practice. And
Right.
then Unknown obviously spun, and then where Freya was talking about me making a mistake, it was actually the Alfa Romeo hitting me in the back, and then it pushed me off track.
Okay, because we actually missed that one as well, because we switched over to you when we saw a change in position, but you were already on the grass and going slowly, and we didn't really know what happened. So, yeah, seems like a good explanation there. Um, so, really, what did you think about the safety car? Did you think that maybe it would be worth trying a slightly different tyre, maybe the mediums, to get past him and then defend from him? Or did you think it would just be better just to copy what the car ahead did?
I was just trying to be safe and go for the hards, but I think actually maybe medium could have been slightly better, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. Um, Very eventful race, actually, now that I think about it. Um, you had to do a lot of fighting today to get through other cars that maybe you didn't expect to be behind. Did you kind of had the mindset that you had to get past them as soon as possible, or were you more careful and just get past them when it was safest?
Actually, at first I was trying to just save my tires and ERS, but then I saw opportunity to go past Freya, but then I saw I wasn't close enough there, but then unfortunately I think he braked quite early compared to what I usually brake, and then I was a little bit on the inside, and then he I think turned in a bit, and then I had to correct the car and we went both off track.
Uh,
And otherwise I mean, edge was very easy to pass, went around the outside from, don't remember the corner.
it
But
was
actually I
in
didn't
the final
overtake
sector.
that much.
Yeah, we saw because at the start of the race you fell just for a couple of laps outside of DRS, and we thought that maybe you were struggling, but you managed to get it back again, and the safety car definitely helped there. But
Yeah, the first safety car I was happy that it came, because I was very slow at the start. I couldn't keep up with the unknown, really.
Yeah, well, well done to you for keeping in the race like that and eventually coming through to win. Any questions from you, Brad?
Nope, I'm done.
Okay, and that will be it. So thank you two for coming, and thank you to all the viewers of this stream for coming and watching the Australian Grand Prix here in F3. In about, what's the time now? Half an hour's time, so probably in about 20 minutes time the F2 stream will start, where Loki Cheeps will be commentating that race, also Australia. Of course, tomorrow we'll have the F1 race at 6 PM UK time. That's the fastest division in ERO, so make sure you come and check that one out. And if you had missed it, yesterday we had F4 and F5 at 4 PM UK time for
Yeah,
F4.
come and check the ERF1 stream to watch me
Crash.
probably get involved in a massive incident again.
Yeah.
After, in the past week, losing 2 wins due to incidents.
Yeah. So make sure you come and check those out. Of course, they'll all be on the ERO channel for those of you looking for it. Make sure if you haven't already to like and subscribe, because that helps us out a lot in getting more people to come and watch these great races, especially ones like this where it was chaos start to finish. So thank you all for coming, and goodbye.